Well, it's pretty simple. It's the seat of the ruling family. Unfortunately, the show significantly depowered Winterfell. In the books, that's not really the case. Winterfell is one of the strongest castles in all of Westeros. Ned thinks that a 500-men garrison would be able to hold off an army of 10k. Hello everyone, if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any new updates on your favorite TV series. Now, this is even more so, as when we look past domestic threats, within the north, foreign threats are practically non-existent. It's in the middle of the vast north, and as a result, between the other locations one would have to go through, and the sheer emptiness, it's nearly impossible to make it to Winterfell with a fully healthy army and a good supply line. This had been a major issue for Stannis. But the advantage isn't just militarily. Winterfell is built on hot springs that they built a circulation system for. It keeps the castle warm, even during the coldest parts of winter, and in case you couldn't get, that's a huge advantage during the winter. Combined with their glass gardens, and the castle can be largely self-sufficient on its own. And the destruction of the glass gardens and the hot water system failing has been a major problem for the Boltons. Did I mention the Starks conquered everybody else? Also, the only proper city in the north, White Harbor, was only established about 1,000 years before the current story, well after the Starks had fully secured the north. Now, something else though that is worth mentioning though, that with the Winter Town for the north, Lannisport for the Westerlands and the Shadow City for Dorne, cities have sprung up around the capitals. King's Landing is really the only true city though that's a capital, which makes some sense as it's the only true location of central authority within Westeros. Where prior to the conquest they had 7 independent kingdoms, and a few major cities, now there's a very obvious capital and so people migrated there en masse. Because Westeros is not and never has been a democracy. For the past 300+ years, Westeros has been a monarchy composed of 7 kingdoms, each kingdom traditionally led by a family with power over their kingdoms, and all answering to the king, formerly of the Targaryen line, in King's Landing. Winterfell, headquarters of the North, is the ancestral home of the Stark family, and the Starks rule the North, as they have for thousands of years. What they say, goes. Their word is law. Fortunately, it has been mostly a benign rule, and the Starks were quick to call their banner men and go to war when evil threatened. They were generally benevolent leaders, so the small folk supported them and gratefully accepted Winterfell as the center of power, as opposed to a city. In all forms of government except democracy, those who hold the swords hold the power. The best small folk can do is hope the sword holders are decent people. Also, the Crownlands are the only Westerosi region whose capital is a city. The capital of the Vale is the Eyrie even though the only city is Gulltown. The capital of the Riverlands is Riverrun despite the largest city being Maidenpool. The capital of the Westerlands is Casterly Rock, but the only city is Lannisport. The capital of the Reach is Highgarden despite Oldtown being the largest city. The Stormlands don't have any cities and Storm's End is the capital. Dorne's capital of Sunspear is probably the largest city, but the Planky Town or Secret City might be larger. The capital of the Iron Islands is Pike despite Lordport being the only city on Pike and Harlaw having the largest population. In A Song of Ice and Fire, capitals are lordly seats not cities as noblemen run the country not burghers. Thanks for watching, please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.